Have you ever looked around your home and thought, I used to do all of this without even thinking, but now it takes a little more effort each day? Maybe climbing the stairs feels like a small workout. Maybe you've caught yourself hesitating before carrying something heavy or bending down to reach a low shelf. If so, you're not alone. Aging comes with changes. We know that. But here's something a lot of people won't tell you. Independence isn't something you lose automatically with age. It's something you can actively protect and even strengthen with a few smart changes. Whether you're living with family or enjoying your own space in quiet peace, independence matters. It's not just about being able to cook your own meals or go for a walk whenever you feel like it. It's about dignity, confidence, that sense of, I've got this when you wake up in the morning. And if you're living alone, keeping that sense of control over your life becomes even more important. In this video, we're going to go over 5 simple, practical ways you can stay independent and capable, even after 70, and even if you live alone. These aren't huge lifestyle overhauls. You won't need to join a gym, learn a new app, or suddenly start running marathons. These are realistic shifts, small changes that can make a big difference in how you feel, move, and live each day. Let's start with the first one. And this one's so simple, you might even laugh a little, but it's powerful. Make your home independence-friendly. Now that doesn't mean turning your place into a hospital room. Nobody wants that. What it means is making small changes that keep you safe, steady, and comfortable. So you're not putting yourself at risk doing the things you do every day. Start with lighting. Add brighter bulbs or motion-activated night lights in the hallways and bathroom. Getting up at night can be risky if you're navigating in the dark, and one small fall can change everything. Next, look at the things you use often. If you're bending down every morning to get the coffee pot or reaching up to grab your favorite mug, bring those items down to counter height. Keep everyday things where they're easy to reach, not on top shelves or low cabinets. That way, you reduce the need for ladders, stools, or awkward bending. Another quiet hero? Grab bars. You don't need to be frail or injured to have them. Think of them like seatbelts. You might not need them every time, but they're there to keep you safe. Install them near the shower or toilet or anywhere you might feel unsteady. And while we're at it, check your rugs. That cute little area rug in the hallway might be the very thing that sends you flying one day. Use non-slip pads, or better yet, remove anything that slides. None of this is about limiting you. It's about freeing you from the risk of accidents that could take your independence away in one moment. A safer home is a stronger home, one that works with you, not against you. Now let's talk about the second way to stay independent, and this one starts with your feet, or more specifically, how often you move them. Keep your body in motion even a little, every day. Now, I'm not talking about running laps around the neighborhood or joining a yoga studio, unless you want to. I'm talking about daily movement that keeps your muscles working, your joints loose, and your confidence high. Because the truth is, when we stop moving, we start losing strength, and with that strength goes our balance, our stamina, and our sense of freedom. You don't need to follow a strict exercise routine to stay active. In fact, some of the best movement comes from the things you're already doing, just done with a little more awareness. When you're brushing your teeth, try standing on one leg for a few seconds, then switch. When you're waiting for the kettle to boil, do a few heel raises or march in place. These micro movements may not seem like much, but they build strength and stability over time. If you enjoy walking, make it intentional. A 15-minute stroll around the block, with good posture and a steady pace, does more than stretch your legs. It supports your heart, your lungs, and your mood. If stairs are a part of your life, use them safely, but regularly. Even one flight a day can help maintain leg strength, which is crucial for staying mobile and independent. And don't overlook strength. You don't need weights or machines to build muscle. Use your own body weight. Sit down and stand up from a chair 10 times. Do gentle wall push-ups while watching TV. Stretch your arms above your head and rotate your shoulders in slow circles. These tiny movements, done regularly, can make the difference between needing help and staying capable. The more you move, the more your body remembers how to move, and the more confident you'll feel doing the little things. Opening jars, standing up from a sofa, carrying groceries. Movement isn't just about fitness, it's your insurance policy for independence. Now that we've looked at how to make your home safer and how to keep your body in motion, we're already building a stronger foundation for living well on your own terms. The truth is, it doesn't take massive changes to stay independent. It takes awareness, a little intention, and the willingness to keep showing up for yourself, one small habit at a time. We've talked about making your home work for you, and we've looked at how daily movement, even in small amounts, keeps your body strong and steady. Now let's take a moment to shift gears and talk about something just as important: staying connected. You see, independence doesn't mean isolation. In fact, having a strong social circle, or even just one or two reliable connections, can boost your independence. Because knowing that you have people to call, to talk to ask for help if needed, gives you the confidence to live more freely. Now I know, for some, friends have moved away, family is busy, or maybe your social calendar isn't what it once was. That's okay. You don't need dozens of friends or daily visits. But what you do need is a sense of community, even if it's small. One of the smartest things you can do to maintain your independence is to build your personal safety net, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Let someone in your circle, a neighbor, a nearby friend, a grown child, know your general schedule. Maybe you check in once a week. Maybe you send a quick message after a doctor's appointment. Just a light touch point. Not because you can't do things on your own, but because independence includes being smart about your safety. If you don't have someone nearby, there are wonderful tools now. Daily check-in apps, medical alert devices, even senior-friendly phones that let you tap one button for help. These tools aren't signs of weakness. They're signs that you're taking charge, being prepared, and making sure that one fall or emergency doesn't take away your ability to keep living life on your terms. And don't underestimate the power of regular conversation. Talking to someone, even briefly, helps keep your mind sharp and your emotions steady. Maybe it's a 5-minute call with a friend, a visit to a local center, or joining an online group where you can talk about books, movies, or even just share jokes. Staying mentally engaged helps you stay emotionally strong, and both of those are key to long-term independence. So while it might feel like staying independent means doing everything alone, that's not really the goal. The goal is to have enough support in the background so you can live your life freely, confidently, and with peace of mind. Let's keep going, because there's another piece of this puzzle that often gets overlooked, but it's one of the most powerful habits you can build, managing your energy, not just your time. Now, I want you to think about your daily routine for a moment. What are the times of day when you feel your best? Is it mid-morning, right after breakfast? Or do you hit your stride in the late afternoon? Everyone has a natural rhythm, and learning how to work with that rhythm instead of fighting it is one of the most underrated ways to stay independent. Here's why this matters. When you learn to plan your more demanding tasks like grocery shopping, cleaning, or even walking the dog, during your high-energy windows, you're setting yourself up for success. You're not pushing yourself when you're already drained. You're using your energy wisely so you don't end the day feeling wiped out and frustrated. And equally important, give yourself permission to rest. A short rest or a nap doesn't mean you're lazy. It means you're being kind to your body. When we overdo it, that's when accidents happen. That's when our balance slips or our judgment gets cloudy. But when you honor your body's energy cycle, you move through the day with more strength, more clarity, and more confidence. Another tip that helps here: simplify your schedule. You don't need to be busy to be productive. In fact, the less rushed your day feels, the more control you'll have over your time and your decisions. And that feeling, the calmness of being in control, that's real independence. So take a look at how your days are structured. Are you cramming too much into the morning, then crashing by mid-afternoon? Are you ignoring the times when you feel strongest and most alert? A small adjustment in timing, doing laundry at 10 a.m. instead of 4 p.m., prepping dinner in the early afternoon instead of the evening, can make all the difference. Independence isn't about doing everything by yourself every hour of the day. It's about knowing yourself well enough to make smart choices, ones that make life easier and safer, not harder. By making your environment safer, keeping your body moving, staying socially connected, and honoring your energy levels, you're already doing the work most people avoid until it's too late. You're choosing to stay ahead of the curve, and that's not just smart. That's powerful. Let's take a breath here, because you're doing great just by being here, watching this, thinking about your life, and considering new ways to keep it joyful and free. By now, you've already got a powerful foundation. You're thinking differently about your space, your movement, your relationships, and your energy. That's not a small thing. Most people wait until something forces them to change. But you're being proactive. That's the kind of thinking that keeps you independent for years to come. And that brings us to the fifth smart habit, one that ties everything together. It's about trusting your instincts and protecting your mental independence just as much as your physical one. It's about decision-making, the little ones and the big ones. What to eat for breakfast, whether to run an errand today or tomorrow, or even whether you want to say yes or no to something that doesn't feel quite right. As we get older, there can be this subtle pressure from family, from the news, from well-meaning people around us to start giving up control over our own choices. But here's the truth. Independence is deeply rooted in the ability to key your own decisions confidently and clearly. And that means keeping your mind active, your boundaries strong, and your sense of self alive. One of the best ways to support your mental independence is by continuing to challenge your brain, not with workbooks or puzzles unless you enjoy them, but with real-life decisions that keep you sharp. Things like learning a new recipe, rearranging a room in your home, exploring a new walking path, or even just handling your own banking online. If you're not sure where to start, pick one small task you've been letting someone else do for you, and try doing it yourself this week. It doesn't matter if it's updating your phone contacts, ordering your own groceries online, or choosing a new book without a recommendation. These may sound simple, but each one is a little reminder to your brain, I'm still in charge of my life. Now, there's a balance to strike here. Being independent doesn't mean being stubborn. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, choosing when and how to accept help is a sign of strength, not weakness. The key is that you make those decisions, not out of fear or pressure, but from a place of clarity. Another piece of mental independence is guarding your emotional space. That means letting go of guilt when you say no to something you don't want to do. It means not allowing others, even your grown children or old friends, to speak to you in a way that diminishes your confidence. You've lived too long, learned too much, and grown through too many hard days to let someone else's opinion rattle your sense of self. You get to decide how you want to spend your time. You get to choose who deserves your energy, and you absolutely have the right to change your mind, stand your ground, or set a new routine just because it works better for you. The more you practice listening to your own voice, the stronger it becomes. And that voice, that inner compass, is your most important tool for staying truly independent. Not just in your body or your home, but in your heart and your mind. So let's take a moment to bring it all together. You've got the power to make your environment safer and smarter, so it works with you, not against you. You've got the ability to move your body in ways that keep you strong and steady. You've got the wisdom to nurture the right relationships and stay connected without losing your personal space. You know how to protect and manage your energy, so you move through your days with less stress and more control. And you've got the courage to trust yourself, to make decisions that reflect who you are and how you want to live. These 5 habits aren't just tips, they're tools. Tools that help you stay independent, confident, and joyful, even if you're living alone, maybe especially if you are. You're not here just to exist through your 70s, 80s, or beyond. You're here to live, and live well. So take these ideas and make them yours. Start small, one habit, one change, and let it build from there. You don't have to do everything overnight. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. It's waking up each day knowing that you're still the author of your own life. If any part of this resonated with you, if you felt seen, encouraged, or even just curious about trying one of these tips, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What helps you stay independent? What's worked for you, or what are you hoping to try next? And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more practical tips like this to support your health, happiness, and freedom as you age. Here's to living your best life with strength, clarity, and joy. At every age, you've earned it.